Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Trade Ideas Pre-Market Show for Thursday, February the 22nd. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of the trading room. A couple of yeses to let me know you can hear me, see my screen. Thank you, guys. Okay. Spotty sound. Well, let me keep going. Sometimes that's the way it starts, and maybe it clears up. If not, I will. Sometimes it just starts that way, okay? In YouTube, I think we're okay. Just let me know in the main room. I can always do I can always have there's a little fix in the room that I can do, but let me know if it starts getting better. But first of all, let's talk about NVIDIA, guys. I'm sure there were a lot of people thinking that NVIDIA yesterday with earnings was not going to be great. Look at what happened, though. Big move, all-time high again, which popped the SPY up. Look at the SPY now, 504, over 500. If you were watching NVIDIA after hours, I mean, you could just watch the SPY moving higher and higher and higher. And there we are. So NVIDIA released earnings. Sound is a little weird in our YouTube room, okay? Give it a moment, okay? Just let me know, okay, guys? There's a little fix I can do. Just let me know going forward. I haven't done anything differently today. So this is the problem. Some people say it's fine, some people say it isn't. So I don't know really what to do in that case, but let me do one thing, okay? So you're gonna lose the audio just for a bit. Okay, so I have now done a fix. Hopefully that will do it. So let's take a look at some of there's some earnings plays, guys. There's a lot of earnings plays, and there are even more next week. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, in the YouTube room, there is something that no, I shouldn't have an echo in our YouTube room. Root is an earnings play. ROOT is an earnings play, and now I put this here. There's room when you look left on the daily chart. Look left on the weekly chart. Room to 1469 or so. Let me know about the audio, guys. AGRX. I'm going to go over some of these flyers first before I get into the earnings plays. Well, there's Vero, VERO, VERO. And this is not an earnings play. Wow, look at the volume, 10 million, 3.3 million in the float. Venus Concept received CER mark from DECRA certification. CPOP was popping earlier this morning. I don't know if it's still heading higher. CPOP, I don't see it anymore, which means it's probably pulled back somewhat. But let me sort on the change from the close. Okay, so first of all, some of you guys are talking about LRHC, and that is moving, yes. And they had some news about acquires their 7th real estate brokerage franchise with revenue of 1.4 million. Okay. Low float, 4.4 million in the float. EZFL. So this looks like it's not officially an earnings play. They're releasing preliminary 2023 revenues. They're official on Leap Day, February 29th. So this is unaudited, but it may as well be an earnings play. This is for EZFL. AGRX. See, and this is the exercise of warrants, etc. Give me a moment, guys. Excuse me. Okay, so Riven, boy, these EV plays are just getting crushed. Look at Riven, Rivn. Now, I live in Vancouver. I've seen a couple of Rivens. Rivian, I know it's Rivian. I've seen a couple of them. I find them extremely ugly. Maybe that's just a personal taste, but I find them extremely ugly. Rivn, anyway, this is now almost an all-time low on earnings. And also Lucid, LCID, another EV play. Lucid moving down, almost another all-time low. And that crazy Vietnamese one that went nuts a few months ago, it's also an earnings play, and it is moving down, another EV play. Rely, let's take a look at Rely, Rely. This is an earnings play. Yeah, I do have a bit of a one, William. So Rely is an earnings play. Rely is an earnings play, and on the weekly chart, let's take a look. 22.55. So it's got about $1 to move. Fivin. FIVN is another earnings play. FIVN, another earnings play, gapping down on earnings, not a ton of volume yet. And when you look left on the weekly chart, 60, wow, this has got room, guys. I mean, this 5.9 Inc. has got room down to, looks like around, oh, that's good. I'm trying to use new charts now. How do I? Give me a moment, guys. Okay, so now I figured out how to see. Okay, so the low here, the low is 61.36, 61.36. So there is a ton of room underneath for 5N, FIVN, moving down. This is an earnings play. Hmm. Okay, guys, I'm going to try something here. Is it going to work or not? All right, let me know if that cleans up the audio at all, okay? I don't see why it should. I've gone back to our old charts. I don't know if that's the issue or not. All right, well, I'm going to keep going, guys. I'm going to keep going. So let's take a look at some of the other ones. Look at W, guys. Wayfair. Wayfair is coming right into at least it was coming right into at least I thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I thought it was coming right into the 200-day moving average. I apologize. I thought it was coming right into the 200-day moving average. Let me know if that fixed the audio at all, if that had any effect, okay, please, if that fixed the audio at all. No, I know stocks unhinged. I made a mistake. No effect. Hmm. Wow, what to do? What to do? What to do? I haven't changed a thing. I'm going to do another reset of the audio bridge. All right, guys. Well, oh, I am. I was right. I was right. Okay. I was right. So it did come into the 200-day moving average for W for Wayfair. It did actually 56 hit 51. It's just that it's way down now. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's those of you on AT&T, maybe that's it. I mean, I don't really know what else I can do, guys. Let's just have to kind of struggle through. Now no audio. Oh man. I hate this, guys. I do hate this. It's hard enough to trade without having, or talk about things without having to worry about the technical aspect of it. Anyway, ARM, I have another, I saw this one. Of course, a lot of these AI plays are just going crazy right now because of course, NVIDIA. Look at the market, 503 now. This is about the biggest pop in the market that I can remember for quite a while. And when I talk about the pop in the market, I'm talking about the SPY. So Tim in our YouTube room asking, can I get a copy of my layout? Sort of. Give me a moment. So if you click on my homepage link, I haven't done a thing. You know what? Maybe okay. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to change the port, and wish me luck. I'm going to change the port. Maybe that'll help. So we're going to lose the audio for a bit, and I'm going to change the port and see if that can help. All right, guys, let me know. I just changed the port. Let me know if that helps at all. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I would never listen to somebody for 6 hours. I know not everybody's in the room for 6 hours, but if the sound isn't good, that's a problem. Okay, it is a problem. Yesterday, I think was fine, and it's been fine for a while. So somebody in our YouTube room, several now in the YouTube room are saying much better, much better. Am I in the driveway? No. Okay. So guys, listen, I do apologize for whatever's happening regarding the audio. I don't really want to do a reboot. Is that may solve it. If I did a reboot of my computer, but if we can muddle through today, that would be great. I don't know if I can't remember if I talked about Rely, RELY earnings play right through the 200-day moving average. Okay, guys, there are some other ones that I could have gone over, but EZFL, okay, EZFL. This is not an earnings play. I don't believe. Oh, this was the one that released preliminary. But look what happened. It got up to 443, right back down to 210. Now, again, if you're talking about the way I sound, yes, I have a little bit of stuffiness. Okay, so don't. Hopefully, we're not confusing my stuffiness with bad audio. Now, let's take a look at the sectors, guys. These should all be ripping. When I click from our toolbar, click on do new, and then dock channel bar. Oh, good now. Thank you, Pepe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it was just a matter of changing the port, I guess. So we're going to take a look at the major sectors and so, wow, look at energy. So, well, this is kind of interesting. This is kind of interesting, guys. So energy, okay, even though the market is ripping higher, it is certainly not taking energy. So XLE, this is the major ETF for the energy sector. These stocks, when you see 86% in red, that means that 86% of the stocks that make up XLE are down from yesterday's close. Okay, so energy is starting out very weak. But look at tech, of course, with NVIDIA, 100% of the stocks are up from yesterday's close, communication 77%, etc. Okay. Utilities, again, it makes sense. These are these are the boring stocks that usually have dividends. And who wants boring stocks when the market's ripping it up to all-time highs? That's my theory anyway. So everything else, look at industrials, 80%. So everything else is ripping higher. Now, as always, I want to find out XLE. So XLE, so had a good day yesterday. So it is still above the 200-day moving average, but barely. Shoot, it's all muddled up here. Well, there's a 200-day moving average. That's approximately 84.59. So it's just a little bit above. And then, of course, utilities will be definitely below, XLU will definitely be below the 200-day moving average. Okay, guys, now as I'm doing, I try to do, if I can remember, and I've been remembering, I think, every day. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about here. I'm going to get rid of some of these tabs up here. So if you click on in the alert section, okay, click on the alert section. The first thing I'm doing now is putting in today's calendar. So now at 8:30, we had the jobless claims. I don't think there was any reaction whatsoever. 8:30, we had the jobless claims, just a minor reaction, little pop up. But we've got, we did have one of those presidents talking, one of the Fed presidents, Jefferson, talking at 10 o'clock. Of course, this is typical on Thursdays. We've got the national natural gas. And I guess the petroleum inventories, is that because it was a holiday on Monday? But anyway, Parker, but this is not going to really, that's at 3:15. So the one to pay attention to is just in case this guy, Jefferson, at 10 o'clock Eastern time, says something a little bit crazy, okay, could affect the market. That's number one. And the other thing I've been doing is what else is happening. You know, you can kind of go through this, and then I've got my pre-market actives. Okay, guys, I don't think, yeah, I have a little bit of time. And I was going to go over some of the upgrades and downgrades. Okay, let's see. What time is it? 9:23. And there's other things happening, guys. I do get it, but I've been sort of trying to fiddle around with this stupid audio problem. So I'm not sort of out of my routine. I do see this one, this MNPR. This one's a crazy one, I guess last week. Actually, it was yesterday. I really remember seeing this one. So MNPR got up to 157, low float, 5.7 million. Actually, I do remember seeing this one, but look what happened. I mean, it got up to 157 and it closed down here at 67 cents. So awful. Now, will PANW, Palo Alto, excuse me, will they bounce today with the market? You know, just got absolutely crushed down on earnings yesterday for PANW, Palo Alto. Let's put an alert at the high. That's that's $5 away. Probably won't do it, but you never know. That's the high of yesterday. You can see that the 200-day moving average basically held it. If you can see my daily chart, you can see the bottom of that candle is right into that 200-day, that blue line on the daily chart. How to give an avatar on this chat? I'm not even sure. I don't use one, but I think it's when you sign in. Somebody with an avatar maybe can help Tor. I've never used one, so. So we still have some audio issues. Are you saying my audio has cut out again? Gotta watch gotta watch myself, guys. I may say a bad word. But it's just happening. It's for some people, and I have no idea why. I can't really help. Could be a browser issue, yeah. Change browsers. Yeah, YouTube should be fine. YouTube should be fine. It's in the main room that there could be an issue. All right, 9:26. Well, I know I don't have time really. I don't really have time to take a look at the upgrades and downgrades this morning. It's just don't have any time. So let's take a look. Now, for me today, I am, almost exclusively, especially if we get the type of alerts that we had yesterday in this scan, the combo scan. So if you go to my homepage, it's the bottom right scan, combo scan, abnormal option activity plus a 10-day daily break. Okay. In parentheses, Pepe. Okay. And we had some awesome alerts in this one, like tremendous alerts in this one yesterday. So I am going to be paying attention to that, of course, all day long. Okay, guys, FIVN. FIVN, I think actually it's below. So it's through the 200-day moving average. And okay, well, look at this, guys. PANW. Now, this might have been a brief blip, but look at this. It's at yesterday's high now. PANW in recovery mode. PANW. Hello, Alto. All right, guys, we have less than a minute to the open. So let's have a great trading day today, everybody. And welcome to the room if you're new. In about less than an hour, usually around 10:20, I'm going to go over a lot of the things you can find on my homepage, including the scans that I'm sharing. Tim, I'm sorry, Tim McCarty, what time is it now? Well, okay, the market's just going to open. I put my homepage link in, okay? I'm sorry, but then we had the audio issue. So, but if you click on my homepage link and scroll down to the middle section, those are my scans that I'm sharing, okay? Okay, sorry, Tim. So you can pick and choose. Certainly, I'm sharing this one, the Momo, and the abnormal option activity. I'm sharing the single stock window and the Halls resume. So what you see, you can certainly have. But I would also take a look at this one, okay? The option activity plus the 10-day daily break. That is on the bottom right of my scans, right at the bottom right-hand column, okay? Meanwhile, LRHC, let's see. Wow, look at Root, guys. My goodness. The last time I saw Root, it was in the 11s. Look at Root now. ROOT. This is an earnings play. Wow. Now it's early. Now I typically do not like to trade in the first 15 minutes. I try to like to see things settle down a little bit. Run is an earnings play also, guys. So, solar and EV plays are just in disfavor right now. While the market is just open now, of course, there's a red bar to start. NTR, Nutrien. Look at this one. NTR. This is an earnings play also. Lots of, I think it has room. Well, if we can get through that 53 level, the next highs are way up here around the 55 something, 55.32 or so. But again, it's early, guys. It is early. Look what happened with Palo Alto, PANW. It went right to yesterday's high, and then it dropped $5, just like that. Talkspace. This is an earnings play also, guys. Talkspace, TALK, breaking out on the weekly chart. And that Vero, VERO, is making a high, market high, but it did get up to about 272 in the pre-market, pulled all the way back down to 160. Now it's starting to make a little bit of a move here. VERO. And I'm just waiting to see how many we get today in the combo scan. If we're nothing in the abnormal option. All right, guys, Vero, VERO, over $2 now. At least it was. The VWAP is 204, so probably has to clear the VWAP. And the pre-market high was way up here at 270 for VERO. So here's Ribbon, guys, RIVN. This is an earnings play and an all-time low now for Ribbon. RIVN, all-time low for Ribbon. Almost took it. I almost took it because it's an all-time low, but I held off. Sometimes I know I don't like to trade in the first 15 minutes, but sometimes when it's an all-time low, I will. There was the alert at 1160. Hasn't really moved that much. It's a pretty big float. Yeah, 607. That's man, what a drop. 25% with 670 million in the float. That is a huge, huge drop. ERF. This is an earnings play. ERF is an earnings play. ACVA. Wow, ribbon. I mean, again, I was this close to taking it, but this close doesn't count. But there it is, 1160. I go down to 1136. You can, I mean, if you're a little less conservative than I am, I mean, you can always take these, early. But I just usually hold off for the first 15. So, for instance, for the Sunrun, this is an earnings play. Sunrun is an earnings play. What I'm going to do is stick an alert around 1432. See if it takes that out again. Okay. And then because when you look left, that would be $1 to the next low. So, excuse me, that would be certainly on a percentage basis. If it got anywhere close to that, that would be great. CNNE, another earnings play. We actually have more companies releasing earnings next week than we have this week. One moment, please. All right. Okay, price, maybe just change browsers. I don't know what to say. It seems to be such an intermittent thing affecting some, but not all, which is a real hassle. Fifth restart work. Wow. I think OCUL, is this an earnings play? This is not an earnings play. OCUL is not an earnings play. Nope. And big move in the pre-market, got all the way up to 1080. Okay, guys. So again, I'm just waiting on this scan right there. We had a few early yesterday. Okay, this is an earnings play. This is an earnings play. Fiverr, FVRR is an earnings play. Gapping down on earnings, down 13%. Israeli company. Um, the next low looking left on the weekly chart looks like around 2097. So there's some room. There is some room for this one. Keep moving down. So it hits that next low on the weekly. Oh, no audio. Jeez. Look at NVDS, guys. So this is if you want to, if you were thinking of shorting Nvidia, don't do it. This is what you would buy if you thought Nvidia was going to go down. Oh man, I don't know if it's anything to do with the AT&T. AT&T. I mean, it probably doesn't, but Thoughts on TSHA? TSHA, let's take a look. Saw this one yesterday. Had a pretty big day yesterday. I mean, it's had a tremendous run. Um, yeah, I can't remember if there was any news on this one yesterday. It started moving on the 15th when I had this news updates on deprioritized pipeline programs. This is when it started to move and it just continued. So I really can't add anything to that. Okay, guys, let's take a look at SM. SM is an earnings play. It isn't. Yes, it is. It's an earnings play. Ah, I didn't even see this. So ERF just showed up. ERF did show up. ERF showed up in the scan. Now the issue in the scan. I'm talking about the combo scan. So here's the issue, guys. Look at the next high looking left. That red line is the next high looking left on the daily chart. Okay. You can't see it on the daily chart because I'd have to back up, but that is what the red line is telling me. So it would really have to take this out, in my opinion. Okay, it's not that far away. So what I'm going to do is stick an alert at that price and see if it takes it out. And then that might get me really interested in taking the ERF. And it's an earnings play. Wow, look at this PANW is just getting crushed again. Well, on a percentage basis, no, it's still up. But look what happened. I mean, it got up to that high yesterday, and then it just stopped. Got stopped in its tracks. So, guys, I'm really watching this ERF. I want to see if it can take out that red line. That's the next high looking left on a daily chart. Okay. Okay, Pepe, that could be it, maybe. But they weren't. There was no issue yesterday, though, right? Or the day before. For this Iowa, guys, I mean, with all those upgrades, it's just been a bit of a tough one for me anyway to try to intraday trade it. It's very choppy. And look at the SPY now. Look at the SPY, the second 15-minute candle, putting in a big green. Well, not big, but it's green. Well, I mean, we are at 504 now. Okay, guys, Earth now. Okay, let me just a quick look to see on the monthly chart. I should have done this earlier on the monthly chart. So the next high is 1892. It may not matter, but there's I don't know. Okay, guys, I've taken some of the ERF. I'm not in love with it. I don't like the fact that that is a high right over here at 1892, but taking some just in case it just wants to run on earnings. You know, it's the faith of the scan, but I've sort of reduced my risk, meaning I haven't taken as much as I normally would take. There you are. There's your avatar, Toro. I hope it's a bull, the bull market. Come on, Earth. Take out 19. So now you see that red line now has been replaced with the next high looking left, and that is the high in the monthly chart. That's 1892. So if you wanted to buy NVIDIA, but you don't want to pay whatever it is now, 700 odd dollars, you can always go NVDL. Okay, these are ETFs. It's an ETF specifically for NVIDIA. So NVIDIA right now is probably, if you look, is probably up about 14%, 14.5%. This is two times that, okay? That's why that says 29%. So if you're very bullish on NVIDIA, you could buy NVDL. You'll get a bigger bang for your buck. But of course, if it falls, you know, it'll hurt you more than, but that's up to you, of course. Let me just take a look at NVIDIA, NVDA. It should be up about 14%. Yeah, 14%. So again, that NVDL, that's a two timer. So it is now, NVIDIA looks like it's taking out the pre-market high. Almost, not quite. 775, 776 approximately is the, and there's NVDS. You can see NVDS, guys, is right there. That is if you wanted to short NVIDIA, but I wouldn't be shorting NVIDIA right now. This is another one, guys. I didn't realize there was another one. This is NVD. The reason I'm pointing this out, it's showing up also in the 10-day daily breakdown. So this is another ETF, two times short. Look at the SPY for NV. So again, if you don't want to short, well, I'm not saying you should be shorting, anybody should be shorting NVIDIA right now, but so there are two of them, NVDS. So again, you know, a broken record here, but if you wanted to short NVIDIA, you thought NVIDIA was going to go down, you could buy, you know, NVDS or NVD. Okay, guys, listen, I've taken I just don't like that resistance around that 18, $19. So I've taken my ERF off. I'll wait. I made minor gains on it, minor gains on it. So I'll take a look at it again if it can take out 19 later on in the day. Remember, I use this like a watch list. Follow those stocks all day long. Yeah, thanks for reminding us, Casa. So we do have one of those Fed presidents talking at 10, and also home sales at 10 o'clock Eastern time. Wow, what's this one? Fortria, FTRE, all-time high. Looks like this was an IPO back here. What do they do? Pharmaceutical preparation manufacturing. So FTR, wow, what a move over the last few days. 32 to 38. Looks like this was an IPO back here. This is so it's an all-time high right now. FTRE. Okay, guys. Now TK is showing up on the options on that scan. Excuse me. Now here's the issue: 745. Sorry, 677 is the 200-day moving average. That's too close for me. So if I wanted to short this one, this is an earnings play. TK Core. It's an earnings play, but I'm looking at that 200-day moving average, and for me, that's just too close. It could be support. So again, just because something is showing up in my favorite scan doesn't mean that I just pile into the trade. So here's a stock that is down for the day, okay, DRVN, but it's at the high of the day, okay? DRVN, so it's still down for the day, down 3.7% based on yesterday's close, but it's at the high of the day. And this is an earnings play. Driven Brands, DRVN. All right, quadruple C, CCCC is an earnings play also. Let's see what it's doing. I'm still keeping an eye on the ERF, ERF. I want to see it take out 19. Wow, I haven't seen IFBD for a while, guys, but this is moving. IFBD, crazy low float. All right, guys, here's the ERF again. So it's getting interesting for me again. ERF. I mean, it may just power right through that 19. All right, CLS, CLS. What is it doing? CLS. Okay, Root just showed up. Root just showed up in the combo scan. 1333 was the trigger. Let's take a look. This is the next high looking left. It's got room. Look at the next high looking left, way up here, 1463. Now the little issue I've got with it, maybe the spread, but just give me a moment. All right. Well, that spread didn't matter. Wow, look at it go, guys. All right, I was able to, get some up between the 1370 and the 1380 mark. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. We had the alert at 1333. It was not a great spread, but I was able to get some. And now let's see what happens. I mean, it's all about looking left. Look how much room it has. But you know me and the whole number, so I decided to take some off. Now, again, I'm not going to tell anybody to do what I'm doing, but if you have this scan, it's up to you to trade it if you want to. Okay, this scan right here, abnormal option activity plus a 10-day daily break. If you go to my homepage, it's called the combo. Don't know. I don't know if we have one, Basky, for SPX. Try star or try, I don't know, dollar sign. I think I think Pepe probably knows. He's got questions. Well, here we go. SPX. But it doesn't compute. I think that's been asked before. But obviously dollar SPX does not work. Yeah, I'm just not sure if we have it. I'm just not sure 100% if we actually have it. Okay, guys. So that's why I took. I mean, it got up to that 14 level. Now I'm going to look at this one, Root. I mean, yeah, with that float, 8 million. You got to be careful. I mean, it's trying to come back now. I'm completely out of it, but if it gets over 14 again, maybe later on in the day, I'll put a price alert in that area. Yeah, so we don't have SPX. Okay. Mm. I hope it's not continuing too much lower. FLNC, that is another one from the scan. The alert was at 15.8. Shoot. Ah, well, that's one from the scan, 1581, and I got down to 1537. Oh man, I missed it. Well, I was in the route. It was almost the same. Look at that. I mean, the alerts happen almost the same time. So what do I think about EBS? Let's see, EBS. Take a look at EBS. Well, I mean, maybe at some point it'll bounce, but right now it's actually down for the day. So, well, let's take a look at if you took this one from that scan, the FLNC. I mean, it looks to me like there's still room underneath. I mean, I'm not in it. Let's take a look at the monthly chart. Monthly chart, the next low is around 1463, I think, on the monthly chart. All right. Yeah. So on a monthly chart, there is still some room, for this to move down a little bit. But on the ERF, guys, the ERF is making a little foray into the 19 level. Well, wow. So guys, take a look. So take a look at the early alerts here. ERF, 1859 at 19 now. I would discount the NVD and even the TK, but look at the route. The route was quick, and the FLNC has been awesome. These are, again, the color coding. If it's light blue, a suggestion to go long, and if it's brown, a suggestion to shorten, okay? What an oh man! Hopefully, some of you guys took this one, guys. This has been probably the trade of the day from this scan right now because it's been straight down. FLNC, yeah, 1581 was the alert. Look at it now, 1459. Yikes! Trade of the day from that scan anyway. I'm going to go over my scans in about 15 minutes, the ones you can have, including that one. And interesting, it's not an earnings play, but energy's. Oh, this is battery. Okay, it's EV. I'm going to say it's. I don't even know what it does. Energy storage products and services. So Is that right? Let me take a look to see if LNC had any news that I can see. It's not an earnings play, so Blue Orca. There we go, Blue Orca. So one of those short sellers. They're stating they're short the stock. So that is the reason, I guess. So SOUN. So Shady's in this one. I think he's in this one. 397 for the SOUN. I know that's got some ties. Oops. It's got some ties to NVIDIA. Pre-market high got up to 424. I think somebody mentioned Matt V earlier. Yeah, stock unhinged a little while ago, 955. I see that post in YouTube. Matt V through the 200-day moving average. Earnings play. Matt V is an earnings play. Look at this, from 12 to 1563. That's one big wow. Didn't see it in the pre-market. The reason it really didn't trade in the pre-market. Didn't trade at all. The hopefully you don't hear that in the background. All right, guys. So I'm looking at this route and see if we can take out 14 later on in the day. Very low float. Trip.com. So China stock. This is an earnings play. So run now. Run is at some bottom here. Yeah, run. Okay, so run is an earnings play, and the next low looking left on the daily chart is 1335. That is for the run or UN. Okay, guys, run is now, what's the low here? 1408. This is an earnings play and just getting, well, not clobbered, but it's down 8%. It's just that the solars and EV plays are just in disfavor right now. Okay, doesn't look like ERF is going to do it. I was waiting to see if we can take out 19. Looks like it's starting to fade. So was there any, I don't know if that was the reaction to the guy speaking, the Fed president at 10 o'clock. I don't know if that was the reaction. It's funny, I looked at AI this morning, AI, the stock. I wanted to see what it was doing. Wasn't really doing that much. See what it's doing now. I mean, it's up, yeah, I mean, it's up 3%, but it's not, it has not, and it actually fell from the pre-market highs. Elisha. Love the name, Optinose. OPTN, OPTN. To me, yeah, there's just too much resistance, potential resistance looking left on the daily, so not of interest to me. Again, guys, look at NVD moving down. That means NVIDIA is moving higher. Now, this, again, nobody should get their, I'm making just a general comment about NVIDIA. I'm, when we were in the room yesterday, I'm sure most of us kind of thought, you know, it was, especially what happened with Palo Alto, not necessarily, you know, I know they're not exactly the same company, of course, but what happened to Palo Alto, I know a lot of us, especially with what it was doing ahead of earnings. Most, you know, if somebody said to me, what would I think was going to happen? I would have thought it would move down. Man, that's why I don't trade earnings, guys. I don't try to guess. So we've got the nose and we've got the eye. We've got OptiNose and then we've got Inovia. So let's take a look at this one. Again, the same thing. I look left. I just see there's too much, for me anyway, too much resistance, not that far away. I'm always looking left to see where could a stock keep going. If I took this trade right now, where could it keep going until it hit the next high? And it's just too close for me. Well, Rivian, Paul, in our YouTube room, is Rivian breaking down? Well, it's an all-time low. You know, I mean, it's an all-time low. It's an earnings play. Nobody cares. EV play. Just take a look at the other one, Lucid, LCID, another earnings play, another EV play. But this is an all-time low now for Rivian. Speaking of Rivian, there's a short order or a short alert now in that scan. All-time low. Oh my gosh, give me a moment here, guys. Okay, I got lucky. I was trying to short Rivian, and I actually went long it. You got to pay attention, so I'm out of it. A few pennies. So now, but I'm looking to short Rivian. And again, why? Because it's showing up in this scan right there. You know what else is breaking down, guys? This is from yesterday, BYON, the old overstock. This guy pointed out yesterday for us. The old overstock. This was an earnings play yesterday, but look what it did. It got up to 30.05, closed way down here at 26. And now, there's a low of yesterday, 25.50. Okay, now, oh, this could be interesting. AMLX, another earnings play. Now, here's the deal. Look at the 200-day moving average. Oh, wish that weren't there. There's the next high looking left, 1927. There is the 200-day moving average, 1922. It is showing up in the scan, in the combo scan, but that moving average, the 200-day moving average, may stall it. And also, that high in the daily chart may stall it. So hard for me to take that trade right now unless it takes out that 200-day and that high. So where was I? Okay, 1901. So the alert happened at 1902. I mean, it may not matter, and the 200-day may not matter, but it's such a major indicator for it to go, or technical area for it to get through. All right, Rivian, guys, RIVN. Hey, give me one moment. All right, guys, it's AMLX. Again, there's your resistance, has to take out the 200-day, has to take out the high of the day. If it can do that, let's take a look on the monthly chart where it could go. And then the next high in a monthly chart is 2203. So, I mean, there is room, there is room on a monthly chart anyway for this AMLX. It's an earnings play to keep moving higher if it can take out that 200-day. The MNPR. So Ben bought that one. Okay. So that was down at 75 cents this morning, 52 cents. Just, I don't have to tell you to be cautious. Got as high as 154 yesterday, or 156 yesterday, closed down here at 65 cents. I'm sorry, that is 2 days ago. Sorry, 2 days ago. Probably a low float. Yeah, 5.75 million in the float. Oh man, guys, that's my sound alert here. Oh man, that's what it's saying to me. AMLX. Look at that. There's a 200-day. There's a next high. Look what it did. It got right to that high. 1924 got right to that high. And it came back down. Just waiting for a break. Not a high float, not a low float. 54 million in the float. Riven, guys. I'm in this one. I don't expect too much, really. I mean, it's an all-time low. I find that this one can kind of, there's a bit of a fan base behind it. So I don't expect too much out of it. So the more I see this up here, okay, guys, it's 10:26. So what I'm going to do now is go over what you can find on my homepage. As I wait on Rivian to just keep inching it penny by penny down. All right, if you click on my homepage link, this is what you're going to see. Now, I can get you a better promo code to get you 25% off. Give me a moment. Okay, so there's a promo you can use to get 25% off. Okay, save 25 on TI. So when you click on my homepage link, you're going to see another promo here. Don't use that one. Use the save 25 on, what did I say? Save 25 on TI. Okay, that'll get you 25% off the first month only or the entire year. You must do the get started. If you do take out a subscription, you must do this. It'll run through your download and install, your first startup and login. There are 10 short videos here. Important introduction to scans, top list windows, and alert windows. Okay, so you must do that to start. Like any other software program, a bit of a learning curve. Trading 101, if you're new to trading, this is something you might want to take a look at. This is a series of videos. I think there are about 38 or 39 videos. Michael Noss at Trade Ideas put all this together, and it is free. Okay, you're new to trading, or maybe looking for a refresher. Wow, Riven. Trade of the week. Trade of the week is free. You sign up for it. You'll get it before the market opens Monday mornings. And if you sign up for it and you don't feel you're getting it, please check your spam folder. And if you have Gmail, check your promotions folder. This is the education section. So click here on the education section. This is our user guide. We have a great user guide. This is the, this is the getting started again. So this is in more detail about what an alert window is all about, what a top list window is all about. And if you want to find out a little more about stock racing or price alerts, I use price alerts all the time. And now, don't get hung up on how much we have in the user guide. Like any other software program, there's a lot in a user guide. You don't have to learn everything, okay? I would certainly concentrate, though, on alert windows and top list windows, okay? Know what they are. Here's that getting started again. Daily support. So I do take a break between 12 and 1 Eastern time. One of the other traders takes over for me in our YouTube room. Today is Thursday. It should be Steve Gomez. And he's actually the originator of the trades of the week. I will confirm that. Sometimes he and Andy switch, but I'll confirm who it's going to be. And before I take my break, I will put the YouTube link in the main room so you can head over and listen to Steve. Okay. Now, all I ask is if you do take out a subscription, look at my homepage link and then use that promo code. Again, not this one. I've given you the other one for 25% off. This will really help to keep this room free, okay? Obviously, we use the room for marketing. And the company likes to see if it's working. I try not to be too overbearing all day long at promoting the product, but I use it. So that will really help the room though if you use my promo code, and it'll help to keep the room free. My scan. So if you click on my homepage link and now you're looking for my scan, just scroll down a bit and right to that center section. Here are the scans that I am currently sharing. So this is what I use in the pre-market. The pre-market actives up and down. And obviously it's exactly what it says. Looking for the stocks that have gapped up or down from the previous day's close. I assemble a list and we talk about them. I get into the room at 9 o'clock on the mic, and we start talking about those stocks. Those are the stocks that can be sort of active during the day. Pulse resumes. I haven't even looked at it today. There's the Pulse resumes. Momentum scan. Now the momentum scan is going to be, if you click on this one and you take this one, it'll be a little bit different. You don't have to make the change. All I did here was I said, okay, only show me stocks that are trading less than 500 contracts option-wise, okay? You see like an IPWR doesn't even trade options, 0, as an example, okay? The reason I do that is that in this abnormal option activity, these are the ones that are greater than 500. You don't have to do the same thing. You don't want to. There is the abnormal option activity right up here. And then, by far my favorite scan is this one, the combo scan, call it the combo scan, Pepe in brackets, okay? Look at Riven, guys. Not doing too badly, better than I thought, actually. So that scan is right there. So the bottom of the right-hand column. And you don't get too many alerts. So far we've had what, 6 alerts, 7 alerts today. So if you're starting out, I would really look at something like this because, you don't want to get overwhelmed by Alert after alert after alert. Okay, guys, this sound is fading in and out again. Well, let me do the fix. Try the fix, see if that works. So ticked off with this. Okay, you're gonna lose my sound for about 5 seconds. Uh-oh. So I don't know, maybe you guys in YouTube can hear me, but certainly the main room, I've lost audio in the main room. Ah, okay, so in YouTube you can hear me. Okay, it's the other room, the main room, having problems again with audio. So just give me a moment.